Hello and welcome to Cutlery Cavern. The knife I have before me is the Victorinox Classic SD. This is one of those 58 millimeter keychain knives. The Victorinox Classic is often imitated but never duplicated. It's probably one of the most recognized and most useful little keychain knives in the world. What you have with it is your little pin blade, very sharp, works pretty good for what it needs to do for its size. And then you also have your little manicure file, which also works great for striking a match to start a campfire. It's got the little screwdriver tip. That's why it's called a SD, because the SD stands for screwdriver. And then on the back side, you have those little scissors, manicure scissors, whatever you want to call them. They're really great scissors. Some of the best scissors you're ever going to find on a small pocket knife. Matter of fact, they're better than a lot of scissors you're going to find anywhere. Just terrific little scissors. And rounding it off, you have your tweezers and your toothpick. And I think everyone has seen this knife. Everyone is very familiar with it. They know what the quality is like with it. And they know just how useful this is. It's basically a little lobster knife, and it's just a terrific knife to have on your keychain. But believe it or not, this is not the knife I came to talk about. I carried this knife for many years, and it got many years of useful service out of it, but it was always lacking a couple things that I really needed to have with me. And so I had to start looking at finding a different kind of keychain knife to carry with me. And I looked around and thought about it for a while, and then finally came across the knife that I really needed to have for an everyday carry knife on my keychain. And that knife is this, the Victorinox Midnite Manager. As you can tell, the dimensions appear to be about the same. They're 58 millimeters long, and the width is about the same. However, the thickness is quite a bit different. The Midnite Manager is almost twice as thick as the Classic SD. And if you also notice, most of that thickness is in the red Celador scales. It's not in the blades that are carried with it. And that's because of the way these knives are made. Blade-wise, the only new blade you end up getting with it is this blade, which is a Phillips screwdriver, I think a #1 Phillips screwdriver, a little cap lifter, and a wire stripper. The wire stripper is about as useful as any other wire stripper you've ever found on these knives, which basically means they're not very useful at all. The cap lifter doesn't work extremely well, but it does work. You can get a bottle open if you need to. And the Phillips screwdriver, like I said, is the #1. And it's okay, but you're not going to be able to get a lot of torque on the size of this, but it does work. But otherwise, the other blades are all the same. What has changed is the scale tools. And one of them is, if you notice, you've got the Victorinox shield here. If you press down on the shield, you've got a little LED light. This one, though it's looking white, is actually red. They come in both red and white. The newer ones are white, the older ones were red. And it's good for about 3 feet, so it's a pretty good light. And the batteries are replaceable, so is the light. So if they go bad, you can pop off this scale, put in new batteries, put in a new LED light. And the other tool that it comes with is an ink pen. And that's really what I really needed with it, is an ink pen, because it seems like I was always forgetting an ink pen, and I really need a pen. I mean, I use a pen every day, and so often I would be finding myself without a pen. You know, writing a check, signing my name at the bank, signing my name, you know, for any kind of credit card purchase, whatever. It's just always needed, or you just need to leave a note and you don't have a pen. And all you do is pop out the file, and then you have enough of a length so you can actually write comfortably with this knife. And so it just became perfect for me. I mean, had everything I needed. You got a light, you've got an ink pen, which you can easily retract with the little gray tab. The pen is also replaceable. It's gravity fed, so you don't have to worry about writing down on the surface. You can write sideways, you can write upside down with it. Whatever you need to do, the pen is going to write for you. So terrific knife. You know, got all the blades you used to have, especially the scissors, which was really great. You know, but just a great little knife. And it still fits on my keychain. And I carry it with me everywhere I go. And basically, if I don't have it with me, I feel naked because it is so useful, and I always find myself needing it, especially that ink pen. So if you're looking for a nice knife for your keychain and something that doesn't take up enough that much space, really consider grabbing the Midnite Manager. They go for around $20 to $30, but you can get them for a lot cheaper used on eBay. I think I got this one for $5 on eBay, and it's definitely one of the best purchases I ever made on eBay. Terrific little knife. Victorinox really knew what they were doing when they put it together, and just an absolute useful knife for an everyday carry. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.